just thinking, we're rolling now, but you should have brought your title. You should have brought your thing that you won,
No.
and we could have put it like right here.
Actually, I left it at Seth's.
Oh, well, this year's weren't the best.
No. But I mean, it I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Where am I?
I
Well, welcome everybody to a very special episode of Who Gives A Dram. I think this is episode 120, if I'm not mistaken. Joined here once again, recurring guest. This is your technically third time on the show. And I wanted to talk to Ryan this week because I've been posting a lot about the Bolduc Wing on Instagram and things of that nature on TikTok and stuff like that. And the Bolduc Wing had a great weekend this weekend, especially Ryan here. 2,000 pound total at the RPS, what I think was
it was a
RPS/TPS.
Massachusetts State Championship.
Massachusetts State Championship. Ryan here, total 2,000 pounds, deadlifted 835 pounds, which was, I think, fifth best in RPS history.
Yeah.
And I wanted to have you here to celebrate and talk about all that and talk about the Bolduc Wing. So, also, the last time you were here, you chose Johnny Walker Black as your favorite whiskey of the four that you tried.
Yep.
So I figured, as gentlemen, we should toast a scotch to your very, like, you're top 500 in the world now in terms of totals for your powerlifting stuff.
Yeah, somewhat. Top 200 in the world for deadlift.
So there, I did not know that. That's pretty sick. So we're going to talk about all that here in a little bit, but this is a whiskey podcast, so we do have to keep it a little bit whiskey. I think you might like this scotch. It's an Islay Scotch. I actually when I went to Scotland, I went here.
Oh, really?
This is called Bunnahabhain for the people watching at home.
Is that Gaelic for Dr. McGillicuddy's?
It's actually Gaelic for sniff my ass. No, for real.
Oh, all right. Cool.
It's an Islay Scotch. I went here, and it's the least. It has the least amount of peat in it for Islay Scotches. I think it has 3% ppm, which is barely anything. So although it's an Islay Scotch, and you would think it would be peated, it's not peated.
Is ppm peat per munch or something like that? Peat per moist.
Pete per munch. That was a good one. Can I use that?
Yes, of course.
That was actually pretty stupid.
No, it wasn't. You loved it.
But yeah, no, I got my cousin Ryan here. Ryan's back on the podcast to talk powerlifting, to talk whiskey. Congratulations.
Thanks, bro. I appreciate it.
On
Thanks for being there.
a great. Don't shoot this. Sip it.
I'm trying to get the notes first. You know what that smells like?
And let me guess what you're gonna guess. You're gonna say that smells like a penny.
Yeah, like copper.
Yeah. That's totally not what you're supposed to be getting.
Oh.
Yeah. There's a right answer.
Kind of like
By the way,
nail polish.
I'm kidding. There is no right answer. This is actually only 46.3%, so it's like 90 some odd proof. It's not that high up there.
Really?
Okay, can I tell you what I get, and maybe you'll agree?
Yep.
So the first thing I get is like is actual malt. It's single malt, which means that this whiskey is comprised of only malted barley. Rest in peace. In the mash bill. By the way, did you see they opened up the new spot already?
What's it called?
Oh, it's called Pooch's Poorhouse.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Pooch's
Poorhouse.
Man, I like good old PPH. Is it
Hey, you guys want to go down to the PPH to watch the Celtics game? Oh, you don't want to go to CC O'Brien's? No, let's go to Pooch's.
I thought it was supposed to be named the Goat.
No, it's called Pooch's Poorhouse. I'm serious. There's a sign out front and everything.
Wow.
It looks pretty cool. It's like a sports bar.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Anyways, that's the first thing I get is a lot of malt, which I wouldn't expect you to necessarily know what the smell is. The second thing I get on this most is some sort of fruitiness. So like I get green apple. I could see like if you said pear. Pear is also another
No, I get
one.
definitely like a sour apple.
Mm-hmm.
Green apple, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I can smell that.
It's very like a raw sour apple. Nothing like, not
Processed,
like a candy, like a
Right.
sour apple Jolly Rancher or something like that.
Right.
I get raw sour apple. I get cinnamon, and then I also get a little bit of dark chocolate as well. And I've done Bunnahabhain on the podcast before. I think it was episode 51. We did this.
Like I said, it's a weird way to say Dr. McGillicuddy.
Yeah. Ryan's favorite whiskey is not a whiskey. It's Dr. McGillicuddy. Hey, what's your favorite whiskey? Coors Light.
Ready to taste it?
I mean, I was born ready. Cheers. No, it has to be better. It has to be better. To 8:35.
8:35.
See, I think that's super tasty.
It's very hot. Spicy.
Yeah, it does have a little bit of a bite to it.
Yeah.
What's the first thing you get?
Like a red hot.
Okay, so like cinnamon?
Yeah.
Interesting. I think the malt carries through with the palate here. Also, cinnamon, a red hot. I don't really get as much of a red hot as much more of like a cinnamon stick. There's like a subtleness.
Yeah. Nothing candy. Like the spice that cinnamon gives.
Correct.
Yeah.
And then I get a lot more dark chocolate on the palate on this. I think you really got to find it. You really got to try to find it. But that's just something that comes through to me pretty significantly, as well as a little bit of like a oak.
It's not my favorite, but it does have good taste. As I'm like,
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't expect you to necessarily like enjoy this. The reason I chose it though is because the last time you were on the podcast, you did. You like Johnny Walker Black the most.
yeah, no, I did. That was good. That was tasty.
Yeah, you went and bought a bottle after the podcast. What did you do? You remember what you bought?
It was a red box, aged in like a wine barrel.
I think it was Glenmorangie
Glenmoran.
or was it Glenfiddich?
No, it was Glenmoran.
Glenmorangie?
Yeah,
Okay. And we had it
at the fire.
when we watched Halloween.
Yeah.
It was good.
Yeah, it was.
You were proud of it.
Well, I was, yeah. It's my first bottle of...
Is it gone?
No, I still got it.
Scotch. Don't say bourbon.
I almost said bourbon, but...
I know. I could hear you almost say bourbon.
You think if I ripped acid, this would catch it?
No. Do it. Anyways, man, we're 8 minutes in and have talked about absolutely nothing.
Hey, we're talking about scotch here.
It's good scotch, and I went here, like I said, and it sits right on the water, like directly on the ocean, and the view that they have. I think it's like the coolest spot I've ever done a podcast in my life.
It sounds it. I bet you it was beautiful.
With like the view and where we were and everything. It was great. Bunnahabhain was a great experience when I went to Scotland. But your meet was on Saturday.
Yep.
Today is Monday when we're recording this. Oh, by the way, I do want to say as well, today is Kale's birthday.
Happy birthday, Kale.
So happy birthday to Kale.
Who's Kale?
I don't know.
How come you're not reading me?
I'm not reading you because you talk right now.
Hello?
Yeah, see, it's reading. Just takes an extra second.
Okay.
Don't ever tell me how to do my job again.
I'm very sorry. Very sorry.
I promise that this isn't going to be like last time where I stopped reading you. But we're 2 days out from your meet. How are you feeling?
Like I got hit by a truck. I'm very sore. and I'm tired.
Are
But
you
that's to be expected.
more sore or more tired?
More tired. I'm just shot. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, my nervous system is just shot. My body is like in shock.
Yeah. Still, really.
Yeah.
So are you sore like you just got a good workout in sore, or is it a different type of sore?
It's a different type of tired.
Yeah.
My back is sore. Yes, my shoulders are sore.
Yeah.
But like the tired is just. It feels like I've worked 3 days straight. That's what it feels like. Like I'm just beat.
Yeah. Are you like with your meets typically? Is this normal? Do you feel like you
Yes.
usually do after a meet? So there's nothing different about this one.
No.
Because a 2,000 pound total is a lot on the human body.
Yeah. No. It's yeah.
Thankfully, you have a lot of human body. So maybe your effects aren't as much as someone like when I do 2,000 pounds total. I'm sure the effects will be a bit more. Do you want another water? Here you go.
Yeah. Thank you.
I brought an extra for you.
Thank you.
But I'm just like, so kind of walk through the day for the people listening, because I'm sure a lot of your people from Bolduc Wing will listen to this or watch this on YouTube, or people that are doing or thinking about going through with powerlifting. They want to hear from somebody that is top 200 in the world, which you are. Well, in the deadlift.
No, I mean
that's the best one.
It's the same thing every meet. The night before, I get 0 to very little sleep. 'Cause I'm just nervous when I wake up. When I go to sleep, when I wake up, even if I get 30 minutes of sleep, there's no tired.
Yeah.
I'm up. I'm ready to go. And then it's just I'm pretty much eating all the way up there.
Yeah.
And then being stronger, you have to wait a little bit until you even get to warm up. So like your anxiety and stuff's building more and more, and then you start to warm up, and then it's showtime.
So one thing I wanted to say, and I'm glad you brought it up now. I was going to maybe bring it up towards the end, but it seems like for you, the anxiety is definitely there, and the nerves are there, which is normal. I mean, anybody would be like that, except for Declan for some reason. Declan just seemed like his not old, but his goofy self the entire time.
Yeah, you could tell he was nervous in the squats. As soon as squats were done, he was back to himself. Yeah. Shout out to Declan, though. Huge meet this weekend.
Declan, he totaled what? Over 200 pounds. Well over 200 pounds.
I think it was 275.
It was up there. Yeah. It was
at
up there.
9 years old.
First place. And what pissed me off was the announcer kept saying
he was
11-year-old. Yeah. Like, give the kid some credit. He's 9.
Murph's a good guy.
He was. I didn't like him. But, no. No, I did like him. He was good.
I love the thick Boston accent, the Irish.
Yeah, because we were in Malden, Massachusetts for those listening, and it is Boston.
Yeah,
it's basically Boston.
Yeah, pretty much.
You're literally 10 minutes outside of South Station.
Yeah.
But going back to those nerves, it seems like you're good at flipping a switch, and like when it's showtime, those nerves go away. Because even like when Seth and I were wrapping your knees for your squats, there's still a little bit of tense energy there. But as soon as it's done, as soon as you stand up, it's like, all right, it's showtime.
Yeah, it's time to go. That's, you have to trust in your program. You do the 3 months of working out, and once the day comes, you can only be so nervous. Other than that, you just got to depend on your coach, aka Seth, the best fucking coach in the world, and then
me.
It's just and you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all right. You just got to trust in your program and trust it'll be there, and trust that whatever numbers that he puts up there, that he knows that you have the strength for. So
yeah,
that it's just pretty much you having the confidence to go up there and rip whatever number is on that bar.
Yeah,
that's why that's why it's so easy for me to go in, kind of like that goofy self, and then as soon as it's go time, it's go time.
Mm.
You see it. I'm all pissed off, shaking, pretty much growling at the bar. spitting at it.
Yeah, well, you don't spit at it. I've never seen. Have you spit at a bar?
Just a deadlift once. You were there.
When?
I think I did.
Wait.
I think it was my first double max ever.
Wait, you spit at the bar?
I spit on the weights. Yeah.
How disrespectful. It's also kind of hot.
That's how the weights should know.
They were naughty?
I'm their daddy.
The weights were naughty?
Yeah.
And you had to show them who the big
Kahuna.
Who the big boof man was?
I like Kahuna.
Oh, I like boof.
Kahuna.
Okay.
All right.
I don't know what that means. But yeah, it's like whenever, especially with the deadlifts, you kind of just like you play with the crowd as well because they see you're big. Like, they know you're gonna do some weight because if you're at a powerlifting meet, you basically know how it goes.
Yeah. For
the most part, so they kind of know that what you're gonna do is gonna be heavier and more than what other people do. What do you eat on the day of the meet? I think we talked about your diet last time you were on the show, but I don't think we talked about day of because the answer might surprise people.
It's just in the morning. I have a big breakfast. I'll go like the day on Saturday morning. Actually, me and Trev ran into each other at the Dunkin' down the street from Seth's, and I got 2 sausage, egg, and cheese breakfast sandwiches. I ate 2 protein bars. And I drank a gallon of water on the way up.
Jeez.
And then during the day, like in between.
That's what I'm getting at, like what you eat.
Yeah, like in between squats and bench, I'll have beef jerky, a protein bar, and some trail mix. And then the same thing between bench and deadlift. It's protein bar, trail mix, beef jerky.
That's different than what a lot of people do eat because a lot of people are eating the biggest thing that I see powerlifters eat in between sets or events are Rice Krispies, Sour Patch Kids,
sugar
and candy.
Yeah,
which I think people would like go more towards what you eat and assuming what someone would eat in that instance, but a lot of people are eating like, again, high sugar, fast burning.
Just energy.
Like carbohydrates.
Yeah, it's just energy. It's they just eat the sugar. Sugar gives them energy, and that's pretty much it. I've just never been a big sugar person. I like the protein.
Well, you can't even drink caffeine.
Right.
Or your heart will explode.
Stupid hard.
Yeah.
But.
You know what we should do tomorrow? Let's see who can drink more energy drinks. Me versus you.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, okay, cool.
All right, cool.
All right, awesome. Do you think your heart would actually explode?
It would probably start skipping, that's for sure.
I think my heart starts skipping sometimes too.
Shit happens.
Yeah. My heart skips a beat when I see you.
It's getting...
No, for real though, it does.
Cool.
Anyways, so when you are going for like your squat versus your bench for your versus your deadlift, are there different mindsets, or is it just like I gotta lift this shit?
Just that. It's
like you're not focusing on form, you're not focusing on the mentality getting up there. It's all this. It's mentally, it's all the same, and at that point, form goes out the window.
In my mind, Seth will give me the number, and then I'm not gonna lie. The first instinct I have is I don't think I'm gonna be able to lift that. But that is in my head for all of 3 seconds. And then I tell myself, fuck you.
Wait, when is that going through your head?
Right when he tells me. Because that's just the self-doubt I have. Everybody has
right
self-doubt.
When he tells you your opener or after the opener?
After the opener, he comes
one.
up, yes.
Yeah, okay.
That's the self-doubt. That's the self-doubt that everybody has. But then you just got to, it's that different person that tells yourself, fuck you. Yeah. You're going to go up there and you're going to lift this shit and you're going to make it look good. Mm-hmm. That's just... I keep telling myself that, and I give myself scenarios of like how the crowd reacts to that lift, like 835. I saw it in my head when I was pacing in the back room. Mm-hmm. Like I saw it. Mm-hmm. The crowd pumped up, me pumped up, a 2,000 pound total. The feeling.
Yeah.
That's just you have to have the right mindset.
Yeah. Because before your 835, you did go. We set up shop right in the back corner of the gym.
Yeah.
as Seth said at his meet the week prior, veteran move, bringing a lawn chair, setting it up, claiming your spot.
Oh, yeah.
Because people are going to try to get close to the
Seth's been in the
action.
business for 8 to 10 years, so
Yeah.
he
Veteran
knows what he's doing.
Veteran move. So we had our own little corner, but the Bolduc Wing corner. But before your 835 deadlift, which was your second attempt, you did 735 or 765? 765 up to 835. So between those two, you went into the back room, which you hadn't done before. And that's when you did that, I was like, all right, there's no way he's not going to pull it.
Right.
Because at first, I thought Seth was going to have you go 800 or 805 to get at least a PR in a meet, and then end the day on the 2,000-pound total.
Right.
But you had mentioned before,
I want it
go
on the second.
go on the second, because if you miss it, you get one more shot.
Exactly.
And if you missed it on the second, there was no chance in hell.
That whole day was perfectly calculated by Seth.
Yeah, it really was. Because you went... Technically, you went 8 for 9 because you attempted 900 pounds at the end for the shits and gigs.
Right.
Which got off the ground, which is a good telling point, I would imagine, that like 850 is there.
Yeah.
For a deadlift.
900 is going to be there.
But 850 is there realistically like now.
Right.
If you really had to, I think you could. 900 is shortly behind it. Like give it like another training cycle, maybe another year at the most.
Yeah, next year 900 will fall.
Yeah. Will fall. Like the Undertaker's streak.
He kicks in the door.
The one WrestleMania that we go to.
He's not there.
He doesn't show up.
And then he shows up the Monday Night Raw after that.
Of course he does. However, another veteran move by Seth at that point, because we were all cocked. Seth was not cocked anymore. And he's like, all right, guys, we're leaving. Like, well, the main event's it's Ronda Rousey versus Charlotte Flair. Yeah, we don't have to stay.
No.
We made it home in like 2 hours from New York City.
And you remember the breaking news on the news? It took like people like 4 hours to leave.
Yeah.
That's people were in the parking lot till 4 a.m.
Imagine how much more hammered we would have gotten. Was that 2019 or 2018?
18, I think.
That's so long ago, dude.
Yeah, no, it was a good time.
It was a good time.
Remember when Seth lost his muffler?
Yeah, I do. Right before we got on the George Washington Bridge, hit a huge pothole.
That was a pot moat. That wasn't a pothole.
That was a pot crater.
that was a perfect New York pothole.
Yeah, and he lost his muffler, but we did sound cool on the way going into MetLife, but then also leaving.
Yes,
we sounded pretty cool.
How long did you stay? I remember that day because I was the last one to stay awake, and I actually stayed awake until we hit Connecticut, and then I passed out.
I remember, I think you were in the front, obviously. I think it was me, Tom, and Scott Francis.
Steve.
No, it was Scott on the way back.
It was Steve Francis.
I don't think so.
Yes, it was Scott's brother, Steve. 100%.
I know it's Scott's brother. I thought it was Scott on the way back.
Scott stayed for Monday Night Raw.
Oh, yeah, he did. Him and Ryan both stayed, huh? So it was Steve. So it was me, Steve, and Tom in the back seat, and we all just kind of...
Yep.
I think I was in the middle of...
And you put your head on Steve's shoulders, didn't you?
Yeah. What else was I supposed to do? Just fall asleep? Do your best snore right now.
No. Look at how high that
went. All right, so I want to talk more about the deadlift because I think that's the highlight of the day, but I want to talk about that later. Let's talk about the Bolduc Wing.
Yep.
And where that came from, because I think like when I started lifting again, obviously I wanted people to follow the Bolduc Wing because that's where everything, all the lifting content is congregated on that page. When did you start the Instagram page? It's at Bolduc Wing, by the way.
So at one point, Ryan Bolduc 76, my Instagram now, was my lifting page.
I remember that.
And Big Boof 76 was my main page. And then my main page got hacked, stolen, lost. And so we were, I mean, obviously the Bolduc Wing was before that happened.
That's been years.
Yeah. And I just saw, you know what? I'm going to go back to the group, not just me, you know, because I'm lifting in the garage with you, Trev, Declan, now, Seth. It's not just me.
Mm-hmm.
It's a group effort. You know, we're all there to support each other. So I said, you know what? Let's go back and make a group page so we can all get our faces out there, you know, at some point. And it's just fun to do, you know. It's fun.
I can tell sometimes you get the itch to be to like make the content.
Yeah.
Like it's fun when people recognize your work that you don't know personally.
Right. No, that's cool. Like Deadlift Till I'm Dead liked my video and shared it on their story. Like those guys have 200,000 followers.
Yeah.
You know, that was cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know who that is, but
it's a big Instagram page for powerlifting.
Oh, well, you know, I deadlift. They never posted my video, so I'm not sure how reputable.
All right, let's go back to something interesting. We're talking about how the Bolduc Wing started.
Yeah, how the Bolduc Wing started.
So we were lifting at Ben's, doing like the bigger lifts, you know, and like the max doubles and whatnot. And Seth started growing, get the new squat rack. We got the Texas squat bar, the Texas deadlift bar, and we kind of ventured away from Ben's.
Yeah.
Not saying like it's a, you know, we just kind of, Seth's was more, you know, it was there. It was easier,
there, yeah.
You know, and we were kind of like, no, we're a branch off of Carroll Barbell Club,
right?
And then I think it was me who was like, let's call ourselves the Bolduc Wing. And at first our logo was just a big blue wing with CBC on the corner.
I remember that,
and then it all changed when Seth came out and like sent me this logo one day, and it was the logo we have now. And I was like, that's it.
Yeah.
And it just started getting bigger and bigger, and it flourished into what we have today, the Bolduc Wing.
And I like it because it's just so befitting of what like where we all lift together.
Yeah.
Like in the garage, that is the Bolduc Wing. Like that is, there's mold, there's dirt,
there's water,
there's chocolate milk that's been just sitting there for a year.
There's
like,
a half-broken WWE title up there, Money in the Bank.
There's mice, probably. There's everything.
It's great.
Well, listen, where we lift, and that's a lot of weight gets moved there.
I'm gonna take a quote from a guy I know that says, "If I can't get tetanus from lifting, I don't want to lift there at all."
Yeah, that was from when Seth was on this very podcast.
Yes, and you said it.
I did say it.
Was it this one?
Or was it? It might have been Life in the Basement.
I think it was Life in the Basement. Yeah.
It could have been my other podcast.
Yeah.
That no longer
exists.
Well, technically it does exist, but hasn't been recorded. We should do that. Do you want to be Life in the Basement? Me and you?
Sure.
Okay. Anyways, what with the page the Bolduc Wing page?
Life in the Wing.
Life in the Wing. Straight powerlifting podcast.
Just talking lifting, fucked up shit, and yeah.
Oh, how interesting! Lifting and fucked up shit.
Hey,
how interesting! That's such a good niche right there. You guys want to talk lifting and fucked up shit?
Talking lifting and fucked up shit.
Man, do you think we'd have to put the explicit button?
No, fuck them.
Okay, yeah. Well,
except for Nana, love you, Nana.
Love you, Nana.
We both have the same Nana.
Yeah, people know that. People
Not
know
the same
that.
moms though.
No, our moms are sisters.
Yes.
But your mom loves me more than she loves you.
No.
Yeah.
No.
My mom loves me more than I love me.
Yes.
And your mom loves you more than you love me. And my mom loves your mom more than you love my...
Listen, my mom...
Toast.
Love mom, your love and mom.
I hope people watch this on YouTube because you got to see our facial expressions.
That's what makes it funny.
I know.
I mean, you can hear it, but like it's not the
You
same.
can hear it, but you got to see it.
That's what makes me funnier is my stupid face.
You're not funny though.
Yeah, I am.
You look funny.
I'm sweating. These lights.
It's not the lights. The lights don't give off heat.
Turn them off.
I got it. The lights are making you look better on the video. Guarantee it.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But let's what were we talking about? I don't even remember.
Talk about how the Bolduc Wing flourished and how the Bolduc Wing is such a perfect name for that garage.
It is.
Like, you know, it's all, the whole family is there. Well, not the whole family. You know what I'm talking about. We're all family that's lifting down there.
Yeah.
You know? People are always like, oh, man, you should come, let me come lift with you. Are you related? No.
Yeah.
No.
Sorry.
No.
Maybe if we make an appearance, if we make a celebrity appearance at a public gym
Yeah,
one of these
right.
days, then you can lift
Which,
with
by
us.
the way, that list is growing very, very much.
Of public gyms
Yeah.
that want to have us,
Mm-hmm.
and they mainly want to have it's mainly like me, Declan, and Trevor,
Yes.
and then you and Seth can just tag along.
Yeah, exactly.
So
But like, I got 3 alone from the meet
yeah,
of guys
like,
inviting
come
me.
lift with us.
Yeah, we have monoliths.
But what is that like? Do they want you to max out at their gym? Like, why do they
Just
want
have
you
fun. Throw a heavy weight on there, have fun, lift, and then probably drink some beers after. That's what powerlifters do.
Yeah, that is true. What was your? Have you had a big cheat meal since your meet ended?
Every meal is a cheat meal. I don't really count
But
calories that much.
I know that, but I mean, like, have you like eaten something where, like, it was maybe more or different than you would have eaten during training?
Yes. Domino's?
You didn't have Domino's for 3 months?
No, I did.
Oh,
Large pizza,
yeah,
chicken wings,
yeah.
and tater tots. Which,
And
by the way, those tater tots are unreal.
Do you eat that all?
Yeah.
You eat a large pizza in one sitting?
Yeah.
What's the most you've ever eaten in one sitting?
I don't know. A lot. So
If you had to just put how
example, you want an example of how much I've eaten in one sitting?
yeah.
I've had 2 fully loaded 2-foot-long hot dogs, 2 large fries, and a large soda at Doogie's in New Haven after a state meet in track and field in high school.
Is that a lot?
2-foot-long hot dogs are this much.
That's not a foot. That's like 2 feet.
2 foot. I said 2.
Oh, wait.
2-foot-long. I had 4 feet of wiener. I had 4 feet of hot dog, buddy.
You had 4 feet of wiener fully loaded?
Yeah. Yep.
What's fully loaded consist of?
Chili and cheese. Ketchup and mustard.
Wait, the hot dogs were 2 feet.
Yes.
I thought you meant 2 1-footers.
No, I had 2 foot long
I've never even
hot
heard of
dogs
that.
at Doogie's. It's awesome. I haven't been there in years.
I didn't know they did 2-foot-long hot dogs.
That's what the
Oh, man.
driving diners and dives with Guy Fieri.
Yep.
That was one of his stops. That's where my dad got it from.
2 foot. How'd you hold it?
It was it was on a tray. And I just kept sliding it, taking a bite, sliding it, and taking a bite. Just
Oh my god.
so good.
Oh my god. Is your chair grinding against the wall? If it is, I'm gonna kick your ass. Pull it in a little bit.
No, I can't. I'll stop moving.
Okay.
You know what my favorite thing on a hot dog is? Relish.
I knew you were gonna say relish. Hey, by the way, on the what's the most obscure food you started eating this powerlifting cycle,
You mean what did I try?
and that you eat consistently now?
You mean Mr. Crab Cajun seafood?
No, but you're on the right course.
Oh, sardines.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
I was telling Liz and William on the way back up here, I was like, yeah, Ryan's probably going to celebrate by getting some sardines and dipping them into tuna.
Dude, sardines on a little cracker with a piece of goat cheese. It's delicious.
No, that's a fish. You're eating a whole fish
Yeah.
with brains and assholes and everything.
Yummy. It's so good. Try it.
Imagine, if say you're on a date
Yep.
and this girl is smoking hot and she's like, hey, babe, I want to tongue kiss you.
Yeah.
And she had just gotten done eating a full can of sardines.
I would suck the taste right off her tongue.
Oh my god. That turns me on. Do sardines, do they have like a little like a little water on the bottom? They keep them moist
Oil.
and you drink that?
I've had a sip. So, the sardines I've tried, I tried them in hot sauce, which was not that great.
Oh, well, that's if you had to tell me I had to eat sardines, that would be one of the toppings I would think of first is hot sauce.
No, you're going to want to eat the second one that I tried. And that was in mustard. Very good. Very
Sorry,
good.
hey, can I get some sardines with a side of mustard, please? What about sardines and relish?
They have sardines and olive oil. They also have, my buddy showed me a picture of sardines and peanut butter.
Oh, I love peanut butter. I have peanut butter every day.
What would you do if you want to go take a scoop of peanut butter one day and there was just an anchovy in it when you bit into it?
An anchovy?
Yeah.
What's the difference between sardines and anchovies? There's two different types of fish.
Oh, right. No, sardines, I mean. Sorry.
But what's an anchovy? That's a fish too,
It's
isn't
a different kind of fish, yeah.
it? Yeah. That's the fish that
Anchovies.
a smell.
A smelly smell that smells smelly.
Anchovies.
Yes, we're chill. Yeah, that's SpongeBob, everybody, if you didn't know already.
No. They definitely did not know. Yeah, because so I totally random thing. I was reading like a thing on TikTok was like, this is how the last episode of SpongeBob should end. And it was like SpongeBob passes his driver's license,
Yeah.
his boating test. Mr. Krabs retires with Plankton, and they become buddies, and he gives the Krusty Krab to SpongeBob. Squidward becomes a famous classically trained clarinet
Musician,
player.
yeah.
Sandy makes a breakthrough in science. Patrick, I don't know what Patrick does.
Patrick's just the new fry cook at the Krusty Krab.
Patrick, there was something that Patrick did. I forgot. I think it was like, I don't remember. But then it zooms out. It's like, Bikini Bottom. Like how if the first episode started, Bikini Bottom. Where...
Bikini Bottom.
Oi, Bikini Bottom. Bikini Bottom. Where, and it said something to do with like F is for friends who do stuff together, U is for you and me, and is for anybody, anytime at all, down here in the deep blue sea. And then it ends.
And then it shows a picture of Hillenberg.
What the scallop?
What the scallop?
I'm a goofy goober. Oh man, I love SpongeBob. Okay, what were we talking about?
This mic smells weird.
It smells. Well, it's probably you.
Yeah.
It's probably your breath. What did you eat today? Some roast beef, some chicken, a pizza.
I had a burrito at work for breakfast. Sausage and cheese. Delicious.
Okay. How much you pay for
pasta and pizza rolls for lunch.
that? Okay.
The burrito?
Yeah.
$6, but it's this big. It's huge.
Is it from a food truck there?
No, it's in the cafeteria. Wet dog.
Nice.
That's the only information I can give you about work.
Oh, why? Because it's classified?
Yes.
Man, you're building freedom. I hope you know that.
I got a fart.
What's that movie where Andy Samberg salutes and he's like all doofy looking?
That's just Steve.
Somebody will pull up a GIF or something. That is a scene where he like looks all stupid and he salutes. He's like cross-eyed. Do you want to tell me what like mentally going into 8:35? I know you said you were thinking of the crowd and
Yeah.
the reaction to you doing that and how you would react. But like what were you actually thinking?
You're going to pick this fucking shit up.
You were just telling yourself that?
You're going to pick this up.
Did you believe?
You're going to pick
yourself?
this up. Every time a thought would come by that says you probably can't pick this, I'll be like, no, fuck you. You're going to pick this up. I remember that because I come around the corner to go, walk to the other side of the gym in the back. And I'm like, you're going to pick this fucking shit up. And then Seth goes, it's time. I'm like, yeah, this shit's coming up right now.
Mm-hmm. So
that's when I knew this is game. It's game time. It's time to go.
So you were 100% confident.
Yes.
In that time.
Going into that lift, 100%. I knew it was going to be a grind, but it was there.
It wasn't. It was a grind. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But the weight has a far way to travel with you. So I think everything kind of seems like a grind because there's an extra second because it's going an extra 6 inches.
Right. It was still. I mean, it was relatively quick, but it
was. That's what I'm saying. It was a quick deadlift.
As soon as I got it off the ground, it was done. It's there.
It wasn't as much of a grind as Trevor's 475, which was an awesome deadlift.
Awesome, yeah.
An awesome fight. I feel like, have you watched Trevor's back? Like,
his lift?
His lift? Yeah. I feel like he kind of like he kind of just was like, all right, you could tell before he like tensed up and he like straightened his arms out and got back into position where he's like, all right, I'm just going to try to yank this sucker up as hard as I can. Yeah. And he did because he's strong as shit. But like, I feel like Trevor was the epitome of like, all right, form's going out the window. This shit's getting pulled.
That's 8:35. I told myself as soon as I got my knees in between my legs, I'm like, however this is going up, it's going up.
Yeah, but with yours, and when you posted on TikTok and that guy commented, I was like, this is actually really good form right here. Like you use as much of your legs as you possibly could have.
Yeah, dude, listen. Anybody out there who tries to be the form police, you put that fucking weight on the bar and show me how it's done. That's pretty much how that's how I'm going to answer that statement every single time from now on.
Yeah.
You want to show me how 835 should be picked up? You send me a video. I'll watch it.
Yeah. But what bothered me was this, like, even stepping back and being form police, it was like, that's actually really good form.
It was there, yeah.
It was, I'm not just saying that. Like, it was, you used your legs. Like, it was explosive. You didn't just, like, arch your back and, like, just use back, and you kept it close to you. You didn't sway forward like you sometimes tend to do on heavier lifts. It was all tight, and you used your legs. It was like a really good lift. It was definitely the best deadlift you've ever done.
Oh, yeah. No, I mean, yeah, without a doubt. It's just...
Not just weight-wise, but I mean, like...
People are fucking stupid, man. That's all it is.
People are stupid. Do you think I'm stupid?
No.
Thanks.
Because you don't make fucking comments like that.
Well, I do say that you're ugly.
Well, that's a given. I am ugly.
We're not ugly. We just stink.
No, I'm a combination of the two.
Yeah. When you don't put on deodorant and we're lifting down in the Bolduc Wing, don't put it towards the camera, dude.
You can see
the green.
The green mist. I left my deodorant in my backpack in Seth's truck.
Oh, no. So you haven't put on deodorant in 2 days?
Nope. I got to... I'll gotta find my stick at home.
Go buy another stick for $10.
I know. I have another one at home I gotta find. I'm that type of guy. If I know I have one, I'm gonna find it before I go out and buy it.
Yeah, I know, because you don't want to spend money.
Right.
I'm the same way. The way I've been thinking is like last weekend, 2 weekends ago, I was up at Seth's. So it's like, all right, I'm not gonna like be making dinner for like 3 nights. So I'm not gonna go to the grocery store. I can wait it out. And then last week, same thing. I'm gonna be gone for a few days, like at night, not at home doing stuff. So I'm not gonna go to the grocery store. This week, it's like I'm gonna be leaving on Friday to go up to Plymouth for Grace's graduation.
Are you staying up there?
Yeah, I'm staying up there Friday and Saturday night.
Oh wow.
And I'm not gonna grocery. So I haven't gone grocery shopping in like probably a month after this week.
Really?
Yeah. And I'm still kicking. I kind of like living life on the edge like that.
Hey, whatever. Save money that way.
But like I kind of like struggling.
Really?
Like I like struggling for food. Like I like just piecing things together every day when it comes to my meals. As long as it's not complete bullshit. Like I have late last week I didn't want to get something. I didn't want to spend money, so I just bought, or I had a thing of pasta, and I just had buttered pasta with Parmesan cheese.
I love buttered pasta.
Yeah.
My dad the other day made steak with buttered pasta. One of my favorite meals.
Oh yeah, 100%. But you're missing one key part. I had no steak. I just had pasta. There was no protein in my meal. It was just, well, besides maybe a little bit in the cheese, but other than that,
dude,
it was just straight pasta.
Pasta's awesome.
It is. I love pasta because we're both very Italian. Sorry. Overall, 46 minutes in. Overall, how do you feel about Saturday, and what do you want to do differently going into the next prep, which will probably be in July? Which one will start?
Beginning of September. Saturday was just one of the biggest milestones that I wanted. That 2,000-pound total.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I hit 800 last meet, but 835 deadlift, like that's not a number people can lie with. You know what I'm saying? Like some people are like, oh, I used to be able to deadlift 550. Like maybe he could, but when a guy goes, oh, I can deadlift 835, you can't really be like, no, you can't.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it looks like he can, but just happy, man. Like I was telling Seth, I would never have expected my powerlifting to come this high to a 2,000-pound total, over 800-pound deadlift, over 700-pound squat. I'm coming up on a 500-pound bench press.
Yeah. What did you hit 435, right?
435, yeah. But I mean, I hit 450 for 2 in the program. Yeah. So it's there. It's going to be there.
Yeah, I was there when you hit 450 for 2.
Yeah.
I was spotting you.
Yeah, and then I did 475.
Yeah. No, you could definitely get 500. That's without a doubt. Bench, I feel like for all of us. No, yeah, bench for all of us.
Yes.
It runs in our genes is the weak point.
Yeah, which makes no sense because my dad could bench a house.
Yeah.
So.
And so could mine. And it's like, where'd we go wrong?
Little baby man.
Like Seth, I would say Seth and Trevor's are squats. Yours is definitely deadlift. I'd say my strong point is probably my deadlift. Kale is more of a castle than anything, so he likes to golf.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like dude, sorry, can't work out. Got to go golf.
Yeah,
what
bro.
a loser.
Let's put on some fruity tooty clothes and go swing a club at a ball.
Yeah. And pay.
So you want to go golfing this weekend?
Yeah, I do actually. Yeah. We went to the range last year, didn't we?
Yeah, I'm gonna start doing that again.
Yeah, it's fun.
With my $30 pair of clubs that I bought from some weirdo in the Mohegan Sun.
$30 pair of clubs?
Yes, that I bought from some weirdo in the Mohegan Sun parking lot.
What?
Off of Facebook Marketplace, yeah.
Well, were they like extra big clubs or something?
No.
So you got to really bend down.
This guy looked like he was ready to rape me, but then he saw me get out of the car.
Oh yeah.
Then he's like, "Take the clubs."
Have you ever, in recent memory, felt not safe in any situation? That's something we can talk about with the end off the show. It's to get past like just powerlifting.
Yeah.
Like just being big.
Okay.
I remember. Do you remember a few years ago?
Oops.
What?
I just punched your mic.
Oh. You remember a few years ago, me and you went out Thanksgiving Eve.
Yep.
And we were in Danny's. I'm totally giving away where we both live, but whatever. We were in a dive bar where we live, and it was like nuts to butts packed.
Yeah.
In this dive bar, and we're walking through, and we're gonna go in. We're expecting. Stop doing that. I can see it from the side. Don't wiggle your pecs at me. And
I was shaking my leg.
Oh, you weren't wiggling your pecs?
No.
I thought you were wiggling your pecs
No.
like The Rock. Oh, no. Oh. And then like you're in front of me and I'm behind you, and you look behind you, and you have to look up because I'm taller than you. And I'm just like, 10 people stopped you to ask how tall you were, and I was getting pissed.
Yeah.
I was like, Ryan, we're leaving, and you're like, yeah, we're leaving. We literally just did a lap, didn't even get a drink, and just left.
This was a shit show. We literally were in there for 2 minutes. I remember that.
Yeah, that was probably 2017, 2018-ish.
Yeah.
When I was around 21.
Yeah.
And
I get that everywhere.
Yeah. Does that ever get annoying?
Yes. I get it about 1 million times a day. It's just not.
A day, really?
So I've gotten a lot better since when I was younger of not getting so pissed off because, I mean, I'm tall. I'm fucking 6'10". How many people have seen a 6'10" person in their life?
Not only 6'10", but like 6'10", 400 pounds.
Right.
Like
it just
and not like a big fat slob, 400 pounds, like a fucking build.
like you. I'm just joking.
I am 6'10". I appreciate you.
6'10", 110 pounds.
That's what most 6'10" people are.
Yeah, right. Yeah, if you're tall, you're skinny.
Like you are,
unless you're Kane or Big Show
or Shaq. Like you
Shaq.
are kind of like you're bigger than Kane.
Undertaker, Great
You're
Khali.
bigger. There's 2 of your 3 empty water bottles are gone. You're bigger than Kane. You're bigger than Undertaker. You're probably the same size as the Big Show. Like realistically, he might be a few inches taller than you, but you guys probably look the same size.
Like size wise, yeah.
And
There's
you're
no
definitely
there's no way he's actually 500 pounds.
Yeah, no, and even in his heyday when he was jacked, like now you look way bigger than him. But like you're realistically comparable to like Shaq. Shaq's a few inches taller than you, but he's also 280 pounds. Maybe.
Right.
You're like add on 100 pounds and then some, and that's you. Yeah, a few inches shorter, sure, but like that's the size that you are. Like you are in like, and I think people like when they see you, they've never seen a person as big as you in real life.
No, that's exactly it. Like that is exactly it. That's why I'm not trying to. I don't know how I'm trying to say this, but I'm actually the right person to be this size because of how long my fuse is. It takes a lot for me to get mad to the point of swinging on somebody.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, well, yeah,
it depends on what situation I'm in, but like usually when people ask me how tall I am, I just either ignore them or I tell them.
Yeah,
and they just leave me alone.
It does. But does it actually happen every single day?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah. Wow, dude, you're so big. But at work, I either ignore them or I tell them to go fuck themselves.
Yeah. Even at work, like there's not that like a lot of people work where you work, but like there's not. You would think like
it's getting better.
Yeah.
You know, I've been at EB in Groton for 2 years, so obviously people know who I am. It's less and less of like, holy shit, this guy's huge, or people just don't care.
Yeah. That's where like to me you don't seem like that all that huge. Like you are, I get that, but like,
well, dude, we've known each other I've known you for 29. Well, how old are you?
26 and a half.
I've known you for 26 and a half
years.
years.
Exactly. So that's, I mean, like to me, you don't seem that big. But then like I'll see you against other people, and it's, what are you smiling about?
The chair's creaking.
Yeah, it's just, there's gonna be definitely a big rip of paint there, but that's okay. I'll see you compared to like guys at the powerlifting meet that are bigger guys. Right. It's like, oh yeah, Ryan's pretty fucking big.
It's just a wake up call, you know.
Yeah.
Sometimes when I'm walking, I'll feel tall.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like there's like other times I just feel normal.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just walking around, but like I'll go into like a store and I'll just feel tall, and I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm tall. Like
I wish you were in that Asian supermarket that William took us to. You would have been like.
Were they really selling bull testicles or whatever it was?
Bull penis, $11.99 a pound. I bought 7 pounds. It's in my freezer for.
Did they have full dicks? Wow.
And they also, next to the lobsters, man, this Asian supermarkets are wild, dude. Next to the lobsters, they had full-size king crabs as well, alive.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
They're delicious.
I would never eat them. I know you like going to Mr. Krabs.
Cajun seafood, yeah.
It's just disgusting. But
It's awesome. It's awesome. So delicious. I like the boiled eggs that have been seeping in the juices. It's my favorite.
That is the most disgusting thing
It's
I've
so
ever
good.
heard. Besides maybe sardines dipped in tuna, that's probably the most disgusting thing I've ever heard. Boiled
It's
eggs in the
sardines
juice.
on a cracker with a piece of goat cheese
Okay, yeah, but I know you would also eat sardines
and mustard.
dip them in tuna.
I did, yeah, tuna fish with mayonnaise in it.
And dipping sardines in there?
Yes,
Yeah, exactly.
so good. They taste the same.
I would never just no.
Huh.
You know what's weird? Like you see like a bear eat a salmon in the wild, and you're like, man, I bet you that bear thinks that salmon is delicious.
It's just
like,
a Wagyu steak.
like seriously.
Yeah.
It's like, man, that bear is eating good. But imagine if you had to eat a fish that was just wiggling. And you're like, you have to
And
take
this
a bite
bear
into
is just
it.
like,
Yes. Or like a cow.
yeah.
The donkey that lives behind my house.
Oh my god. I can't do it.
Did Kale tell you what the donkey does? Like, so
Yeah, the cows will follow him,
well, no, the cows they'll all walk in a straight line across the
and the
rock
donkey's
wall.
in the middle of them.
The donkey's in the middle. All the bulls are in the front. So it's like they're protecting the donkey. Like they're just marching.
So the donkey's a G. Is what
The donkey probably protects the cows from the coyotes, if I had to guess.
yeah, I don't know.
I think donkeys are mainly for like protection.
What do they mean?
I think they're mean. I'm pretty sure I'm thinking of the right animal.
Huh.
So, all right, let's wrap this up. So, what did you think about final thoughts on this Bunnahabhain?
It was good. I give it about a 6.3.
Okay, is there like a specific reason why it's that number?
Just because 6.3 is like an average. Like, it's okay. It's not great, but it's decent. You know.
Would you say this is a good, like, if you're looking to get into a single malt Scotch of
No.
quality, this is a good one to start with?
No.
Really?
Yeah. It's just I didn't like the taste of it.
So it's lower than a 6.3.
It's a 6.3. I just
Okay.
gave you my score.
Okay.
All right.
Well, I disagree with you. I think this is very, very good. One of my favorites, actually.
Oh well, you're an idiot.
Oh, well, you know what?
Stupid.
You're right. So we have coming up.
Dumb.
You know what?
What do we got coming up?
And I'm a goofball, and I'm a knucklehead, and I'm
What the scallop?
a goofball. We have a wedding coming up. Well, your
Yep.
birthday's coming up. You're turning 30. You old piece of shit.
29 for life.
You're turning 30, May 25th, and then 2 days after, we're celebrating Jordan's wedding.
Yeah.
His birthday is wedding.
That's gonna be fun.
And that's gonna be a great.
Did you get a hotel room?
Not yet. I gotta talk to Kale and Murr about it.
If they want to get their own, do you want to get one with me?
No. We have to get 2 beds.
Yes. What?
Yeah.
You have to get 2 beds with Kale and Murr.
Oh no, I would get my own room. I would make sure I'm in the same hotel as them. That's all.
Oh.
Yeah.
You just go up Saturday night, get a room Saturday.
Yeah, I'm not going
Yeah.
on Friday. I'll stay there the night and then drive home Sunday. Yeah, I don't see why not. I don't see why we couldn't do that.
Right.
Tell the people where to follow you, Rye.
Go follow. You can either follow Ryan Bolduc 76. That's my normal page, or the Bolduc Wing. That's our lifting page. Please go and give us some follows, give us some love, and
Yeah.
just enjoy the
Is it
lifting.
at the Bolduc Wing or at Bolduc Wing? I think it's at Bolduc Wing.
Yes, I think it. Yeah.
At
Actually,
Bolduc Wing. Go follow at Bolduc Wing on Instagram. I repost it all the time on my page. Make sure
yeah,
you're
it's just
following.
Bolduc Wing, all lowercase.
Yep. At Bolduc Wing. BOLDUC Wing. Bolduc
Or
Wing.
Ryan Bolduc on Facebook. I'll post lifting videos and stuff.
Yeah,
on there
no one
too.
wants to be your Facebook friend.
Okay, well, I'm just saying.
Make sure you're following along the podcast at Who Gives a Dram, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. You can check me out on Bourbon with Friends as well. Rye, again, thank you for coming on.
Always a pleasure,
It's
buddy.
interesting to get into the psyche of someone who has a top 200 deadlift in the world. That's pretty fucking cool.
Thanks, buddy.
Should
We
be proud of
appreciate
that.
you having me on here. This is awesome. Who gives a dram rules?
It does.
Go follow
roll.
Bolduc Wing.
Yeah, go follow Bolduc Wing. Follow Who Gives a Dram. And
Shout
until
out
next
Nana.
time, shout out Nana.
Love you, Nana.
Until next time, always remember whiskey's the water of life. So let's start living.